Sup, YouTube boys and girls, and I got something pretty interesting this weekend. Um, there's quite a bit of loose stuff, so let's just get started on our sealed stuff real quick. I did pick up this Alfa Romeo GT56. I don't know if this is GTV6. I wonder if this means GT56 3.0. Like I said, I had started collecting DTM class, so there's a set. You probably can still find all these except maybe just the Beamer and the Porsche are the only ones that are going to be kind of hard to find because these three are peg warmers everywhere here in the South. But kind of sad because I think this car is pretty cool. The LO Alpha, it is an iconic. I wouldn't consider this a DTM or GT racing car, but figured I'd snag it. It was on sale. Ooh, I finally found the Grumman step van for the cartoon set. Funny enough, that's the only one I needed left. I didn't want any of those. I already have the ones I wanted from the set. It was these two, and then the Land Cruiser, and now pretty much the van. I will need to find another one because if it is metal or like Zaymeki, I will put it in my chromes. So we'll see what happens. Let's see. Oh, you guys probably see these as well. Little Honda Motor Compos. I actually plan on keeping these two because these are iconic 80s bikes, but I'm going to be buying the little Honda City Turbos and getting them in the same color. Because if I remember back in the day, those two used to be together like a bundle. You can see like a lot of old advertisements, like the white Honda, the red Honda would have the red bike, and then the yellow and the black would have the yellow bike. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make like a little diorama out of those two bikes. But these are gonna be a sealed set for those. Oh, this casting Subaru BRZ. I don't think it is a BRZ, but it is kind of like a drift build. You can see in the front bumper there's like a wire bumper mesh. I plan on collecting these variants only, the drift builds. I think these look pretty cool, so figured I'd snag it. I still need, I think, like 3 or 4 more to go of that set, I would say. Oh, the new Batman Silver Series speed box. You guys know I like vans and stuff. There's a set. Finally, we have another Mr. Freeze casting. I was so happy when I came across this, so figured I'd get the van because you guys know I love vans. Oh, a new casting that I'm really starting to like. Kind of like this is obviously a 32 Ford pickup, but I really love the way this thing stands. I plan on collecting these sealed as well. This came out from the new Matchbox theme set. So if you're ever curious, maybe hit up your local store because these kind of just dropped. They're kind of been coming out. We got these pretty early because maybe they're pretty old. I don't know. I know Bigger Towns barely got these sets, so you might be lucky and still be able to find those. Um, Obviously we got the new pullbacks. Dimachini Veloz. It's like a cool Lancia rally car, and I do like pullbacks or bigger scale stuff like that. So I figured I'd grab these two new pullback colors I haven't seen, especially GT Scorcher. Pretty cool. Oh, and we got this. You guys know I don't really like super treasure hunts, but this is an iconic rally car. I got lucky and went. I was pretty late. I went in the afternoon to go into town, and they were barely putting out Hot Wheels and the pegs, and this was on it, thankfully. I think this year I'm going to be collecting some treasure hunts because there's going to be a lot of rally cars and castings that I collect. So I had to get this protected and stuff. This one I don't think I'm ever going to sell because you guys know I love rally. Like I said, it's very rare when I will ever collect a super treasure hunt, and that one for sure is going to be one that I keep. Now, to be honest, I think that's it for the sealed stuff. Let's get on to our loose stuff. Boom. So let's get to our openings here. We have this new Circuit Samurai. You guys probably see these on the pegs all the time. They're kind of cheapo depot castings, but I don't really hate these. Sometimes they'll have like cool creatures on the liveries or stuff like that. You guys know I love sharks, and usually I collect these because they have the cool cherry blossom, samurais, and dragons on them. And this one's a newer one, so I had a cool shark. Kind of looks like a Ferrari Enzo or that new hypercar that Ferrari has, but still cool. I like the shark. Main reason why I got it. Speaking of Mr. Freeze, from earlier when I told you from that set, I got 2 of them because I plan on collecting a sealed set of Mr. Freeze castings, and then obviously I do display them next to my Mr. Freeze figures. I think that's Hot Wheels Prototype, if I remember the casting. Yeah, Prototype H24 is the casting's name. I only have, this is probably my only second one because I do have one and it's in a Golf livery. This is kind of like a Le Mans style fantasy casting, I want to say, but really cool. This is a Mr. Freeze one, and I really like this one. To be honest, probably the highlight of this video. Yeah, I would say this would even beat the Super Treasure Hunt that I have, and really cool. Finally, another Mr. Freeze cast, because they don't really do Mr. Freeze much on Hot Wheels. If they do, it's like usually character stuff. Track tuned. I'm sure you guys know this iconic Hot Wheels. I actually had this for a while, but I decided to take it out. This is going to be going with my drones, my Xbox liveries, because it is green and black and white. It's got more of a drone vibe, but maybe I should get some CM6s and put them on there, huh? But this is the wire. I can't remember what you call these rims, but there's different variations. There's like faster than ever wheels on those. I think those look pretty good on it. Oh, this is from the mystery models. I'd had this for a while, but I decided to keep this one because it has a casting that I'm starting to collect. This is the 80s Skyline, the KD-R30. This is the second, I guess the number 2 from the mystery model bag. I think the first one is a Porsche. That one I gave away to a subscriber of mine, so if you're watching, man, it's already in your box. That'll be going to you. But this is the one I really wanted to keep because, like I said, I collect these sealed and loose. And if you're wondering why did I open it if it's kind of sealed, well, the only ones that I plan on collecting sealed are like carded ones. This is going to be going with my like display case because these are pretty much like exclusives where you can't really get them carded. Or as of right now, I think that's the only way you can get them. I don't think you can get them carded like a normal mainline. This is the only way you can probably get it is through the mystery model. You know? Thankfully I had it and was cleaning out the dump bin in my inventory, you know. This is a Matchbox 5-pack. Coffee Cruisers 3. Kind of old 5-pack. This came out in 2022. You're probably wondering, why'd you get it? Well, I guess I start off slow. There's a Mini Cooper. Some of these I'm going to be donating for sure, like 50 cents a piece. I don't really plan on collecting a lot of these. Let's put that there. Next in line we have some kind of Chevy Malibu. Oh, Capri. I do love that blue. This, actually, I may end up putting this with my Mr. Freeze display case. It is blue and chrome and silvery. I may actually do that, actually. That can go with my Mr. Freeze colors. Because I do collect castings that are blue and white and or have like an icy look. Something Mr. Freeze would, you know, paint his cars or liveries, I would say. Looks like some kind of Corvette Stingray. Like a C3. I assume it's a C3. I think this is before the C4 model. Like a 70s Corvette. Late 70s. Or 70s, who knows. Not a fan of the flames. To be honest, I may actually... Ooh, speaking of, it wants to fall off. I may actually probably customize this one. I may take off the wheels and swap them for something else. It is goldy looking. So I may actually do that, to be honest. Yeah, you know what? I may actually do a gold custom. Remove the flames and maybe put gold wheels on those. So let's put that aside. Let's put it down here so I know that I'm going to be modding that one. And then there's this Ford. Oh, it's a Dodge D200. Peg warmers here around me. No one really likes this Dodge, and kind of sad that it doesn't get enough love, you know. I'm guessing because maybe it's just too tall. People prefer to be slammed for some reason. Oh yeah, my wheel's going to be falling a lot of stuff. Or dropping a lot of stuff, probably. Well, this will be a custom, so let's put it down here. Keep it separate. And the main reason why I got it is because of this. The Ford. The only way you can obtain this is through the 5-pack, so I had to get it regardless. But it's okay because it was 2 hits, I would say. The Capri, and then that one, of course, and then obviously we can get some cool donors and customs out of the others. So Nothing of value, was gone because I am going to be customizing them. But it's got the beautiful. Only way you're gonna get it this as well is through the 5-pack, and this will have to be going on my display case because that's the only way you can get it. You can't really get it carded on its own. That's the reason why I bought the 5-pack. Next in line, we have a Nightburners 5-pack from 23. This has I think it's a Reynolds. Y'all probably have seen these before, like old peg warmer 5-packs. It's got a Mustang, like a Shelby, like a fastback. Pretty cool. Funny, I was customizing one of these because it was black and gold, but I may end up customizing this one too. Maybe even trading some of the interior and the window tints to make a full blacked out black one, for my black and white customs. Like my 8-ball liveries, or who knows? Maybe I'll just give this for 50 cents, But still pretty cool. Let's put this up here. This is like a 350Z. Oh no, 300 CX. My bad. Orange. Pretty iconic Nissan, I would say. Very underrated, but I think these did have a lot of problems, if I remember. Didn't get much love. But I've always didn't hate these. I do appreciate them. They kind of got a cool, roundy look to them, Very 90s, very 90s. Don't plan on ever owning one of those, but still beautiful to look at. We have this one, this Gazella R. Not my favorite fantasy casting. So I apologize to Gazella R fans, If only it was black and green like a drone color, that would have been sweet. You know what? Maybe I can do a drone colored livery on this. I'll have to go to the wiki and see if they actually did do a green window tint and, customize that. Let's put that down here for some research. This looks like a Copo Camaro. Not my favorite Camaro, but funny enough, it is blue and silver and white, so I may end up just putting this with my Mr. Freeze. Since it is those two colors I would put him with. Even though I highly doubt he would own a drag car like this. But still cool. The color's what matters. The color matters, This is probably the highlight I'm going to keep for sure and start collecting. This is for sure is a Reynolds, but I don't know what Reynolds it is. Megane Trophy. Definitely a rally car though. Very, very beautiful. Love that color and the livery and everything. Yeah, Megane Trophy. That's really, really cool. I think that's even the cover of the 5-pack on the back, like the bio and stuff like that. Definitely the highlight of the 5-pack, I would say for sure. Going to keep that 100%. For sure, keep that in the case. We have a Hot Wheels 8-pack, and you're probably wondering why I got it. There's actually a Porsche in here that you can't really get without buying the multi-packs, because that's one thing sometimes you have to buy the pack in order to get the casting. And this 8-pack actually has 3 hits, or maybe 4. Let's start out with the duds. There's a twin meal, the Braille one, the peg warmer, I would say, if any store I've been to. Well, most of these that I'm going to be showing you are going to be like for sure peg warmers that you would see often. That one I do already have one. It's in my Mr. Freeze case. Like he already wants to commit suicide. Type R. I do have this one sealed as well. This one I may actually give to a buddy of mine because he collects these colors. This is actually the exclusive. The Lambo. The purple one. My buddy collects purple. I do too, but you guys know it has to be purple, teal, and pink. So that'll for sure would just be given to my friend. Or maybe I can make a custom out of him. Because every video games we play, he has a purple. If there's a Lambo that he has in the game, he makes it purple and green like the Joker colors. I may actually do a custom for that. Let's put this with the customs. I'm sure they have a green window tint Hot Wheel one. Acura. NSX for sure. It's got the cool gold wheels. I don't hate Acura, but I don't think I plan on owning this, to be honest. Maybe I'll just give it away for 50 cents as well. Let's put it down here. This one for sure will be going with my Xbox and drone liveries. It's black and green. It does have white, the little Mopar logos and stuff, but this for sure would be going with my Xbox and drone colors. Really, really cool. Especially this Viper. I really do like Dodge Vipers. I will admit that. I don't hate all Dodge products, but that's one I do appreciate. Is a Viper. Ooh, a new Beetle. Most Apex will have a chrome or a Zamagi looking one. This one is like a cool lavender pinkish color. I may actually do a wheel swap or something like that to make it like tealish or something. Pink wheels to go with my pink and teals, etc., etc. But one main reason why I got this, and then the last one, the reason I got it is because it has this Porsche 904 Carrera GTS. I do collect these sealed, and this is the only way you can get it is through the exclusives, the APAC. So this will be going with my loose ones. Like I said, you can't really get this card at the moment that I think. The only one that I need left that I do know I don't have is the Kroger's exclusive. I need that one carded. I don't plan on having that loose. The only reason, like I said, I have that one loose is because it's an APAC exclusive. We do have another APAC exclusive. And to be honest, there's already 3 cars in here that I just opened from the APAC. You're probably wondering, why did I get it? Well, sadly, it's not the one that had that Porsche 911 Rally car, but it does have another casting that I collect, and you guys just saw it earlier. So let me just show you the ones that aren't in the other casting. Ooh, well this is I don't know what this one's called, but this is going to be taken apart. I do really like those wheels. I'm going to keep those wheels for a custom of mine. That's going to be a donor for sure, but I do see these often in Apex and stuff like that. It's probably a good track car, I want to assume. Let's put this with my destroying pile. This looks like a Ragnarod. Oh, it's Speed Spider. Not a fan. I'd prefer a Ragnarod, even though I don't really like a Ragnarod either. This one I'm actually going to keep, I'll just take the wheels off too. I really like those ratified wide outline wheels. I'm actually doing a custom on a Roadrunner, black and white with those wheels, so cool. Extra wheels. Put that here with my donors. We have, of course, the gold Camaro. Funny enough, I'm actually customizing one of these. I already painted the spoiler here black and put gold wheels on it. So there's that. Another probably 50 cents. Keep that separate. I think this is 69 Chevelle. Nice. Yeah, you guys can probably see this on the pegs right now too. They're pretty much peg warmers. I do like the wheels on these because I do use these for, well, the bigger tire. I use the back ones for my Skull Shaker customs. It's just the right width to cover the back wheel. So it's going to be destroyed as well. These are pretty much copies of the other. Let's start with the one. I already sent this to a subscriber of mine. Figured I'd show you guys. That will be shipped to him. He's a Porsche guy and he's going to be keeping that for sure. This is also an APAC exclusive. You can't really get that Porsche without this pack. As well, that I think. I'm not. Don't quote me on that. You know, I just think that's the only way you can get it. Is through these APACs. So I'll make sure and put this aside over here actually, so I know that that's not for me. And the main reason is because it had this one, the R30, with this olive green and gold wheels. You can't really get this one carded either at the moment, so the only way you can get this color variant is through the multi-pack. But it's really, really cool, olive green and the gold wheel outline and stuff. So another cool skyline for my collection. Because the only ones you guys know I love is the Hakos and that skyline's about it. Oh, okay. Now, I guess long story short, or the whatever that quote is, but it's always usually long. I bought a collection of lots of loose cars through an old buddy of mine who sadly sold his collection, and he hit me up asking me if I wanted to buy some loose cars for $50, and he showed me. I'm like, yeah, sure, I'll buy the lot, not a big deal. And I do like, since I've been customizing, why not just start doing that, buying a lot of loose cars, and I can always sell them for 50 cents or something at a yard sale. Who knows? But he actually threw something in. Figured I'd show you guys first. This is an RLC, case. I'm not going to be showing the other side because I didn't mark it, but he threw this in for free. I'm sure this cost more than 50 bucks or maybe around that, but what I'm going to be doing with this, I'm going to be keeping this in the case, and whenever he gets back into collecting, I'm going to be giving this back to him. So I'm not going to be taking that out or selling this. If you're wondering why he sold it, he was just in a bit of a pickle. He needed some money, and he sold his whole collection. He sold his actual chases and square buddies for, I think he got $8,000 out of that. Some guy from Houston came all the way and gave him the money. And pretty much what I'm showing you now is the leftovers. So let's get started with a loose box here, and there's going to be quite a bit. We have this Bel Air. I think it's just called Big Block or Chevy Block or something like that. Some of these I'm not going to be keeping. They're for sure going to be donor, like 50 cents, and destroy it or keep for myself. This one I may actually put with my Metal Maniacs. It is red and white and black. Maybe change it for some CM5s, Funny enough, I do have my own custom here of the Bel Air. This goes with the Mini Maniacs, but since I have a desk with my displays, I just have this next to my Metal Maniac team on my desk. Next in line we have Jackhammer. I do have this loose and sealed already. This will probably be going with I have a case of just Accelerator donors and then Accelerator like to sell, like clean main lines, and this is pretty clean. So this will be going with my for sure Accelerator sales. I usually sell this for like $1 or $2 depending on the car, For sure that I keep clean there. Actually, let's go through this box first because it has less stuff in it. Well, there is quite a bit of carded material in here, so I probably won't switch back over. Let's just show you what's in there. It's in a Monster Jam, tiny little. You can probably find these at Dollar Tree. Well, there's like a Monster Mutt. I think it's what that one's called. Megalodon. I don't know the name of this one. I have to throw these across because there's so many stuff next to me. I don't remember the name of this casting. It's not really one of my favorite monster trucks either. Well, then again, it says Dragon on it. I don't know if that's the name of the car. We also have, one of the iconic ones, El Toro Loco. I do prefer the brown and beige, the original, so I do need to find the original color in that one, for sure. Some kind of weird, buggy thing. This looks like one of those Zuru Metal Machine toys. That's what I'm going to guess what that is. Next in line, we have some carded stuff here. This is from the Easter set, if I remember. I think it is. He's got all the dust on it too, see? The Volvo wagon. For sure I'll be taking this out and putting it with my pink and teals and purples. So that's cool. Speaking of, let's just take it out right now, huh? I'm going to be putting it with those colors, so why the hell not? Still pretty cool, Nice colors, clean, simple. I do like wagons, some of them especially. So for sure I'll be keeping that. But cool. Next in line we have a Mini Cooper. I do collect minis, so this will probably just go on with my hatchbacks. So there's that. Do already have this sealed, so I don't need another. Maybe I'll just put that for my trade bin, Also, we have the Fiat 500. I did a custom on this earlier, but this will probably be in the trade bin as well. Last but not least, of course, the Ford Escort RS. I'll be probably putting this in the trade bin as well. For sure, most of these are going to be going in my trade bins. Next in line, we have some, I think these are just main lines, if I remember. Holy hell, there's a lot of stuff in this box. Well, I already have this, but it's a Volvo 240 Drift Wagon. Probably for the trade box, of course. Just hold on to that for the trades. Of course, we have the Decently Go. I already have this because it's pink and purple. I already got that loose, so I don't need another one. Probably put that in my 2-for-1 tub. We got this Monster Dare delivery. I already have this too, so another for the trade box. Most of these are probably going to end up going on my trade box, to be honest. Then we got a Butterfinger Chevy. There's a Chevelle. This will probably go on for somebody else. I'm sure. I know a guy that would probably appreciate these more. I'll make another pile for that guy, I guess. Cloak and Dagger. Not a fan of this casting. This guy does have the teeth, though. Factory sealed, though. Maybe somebody will like this casting. Who knows? Because there is quite a bit of those in here. I'm not going to be opening those, that's for sure. Since they are still carded. Beautiful Ford GT. We got a nice Ferrari. And probably my favorite one here out of this carded one so far. Cherry Blossom 242. I already have this carded and loose, so I don't need another. Most of these are definitely going to be going in my trade pile. I have a lot of stuff to organize, I guess, after the video. I'm not looking forward to that. Peg warmers, of course. These are peg warmers here in my town. The Ford RS200 with the Golf livery and then the Porsche Carrera keychain. These are peg warmers everywhere around me, to be honest. Sad that they are peg warmers because I think they're pretty cool cars. Got a GMC Cyclone. Already had this carded too, so trade pile. Another for the trade pile, just a Mazda Miata. From the Sugar Rush series. I don't collect these, and my wife does, but she already has one. So this will also be going with the trade pile. If I remember, this is speaking of, there's a logo there. It's a basic treasure hunt. Oh, well, then again, there's a Circle Flame logo there. That'll be for the guy that I know. Just another Ferrari. The Competizione. Sadly, these are peg warmers in every color, and to be honest, this is my favorite out of the new Ferrari main lines, that Hawes is doing. You guys know I just like older 80s and older cars, and these sound really, really amazing too in real life. Next in line we have a Mustang 96. This is also from the Sugar Rush series, so probably a trade pile for the fella I know. And we have a peg warmers here. Well, besides the Skyline, I guess the RX-7. You find these often everywhere. This one is also a drift variant because it does have the bar. So for sure this will be going with the guy, and then that's for the trade pile for me. Next in line we have, oh my god, there's more. Oh, peg warmer, Firebird. You guys can probably see these everywhere too. Trade pile for sure. Oh my lord, speaking of, let's just go. If I remember, I think one of these is a treasure hunt. Then again, that might be it because there's a Circle Flame logo. But these are all Cloak and Daggers. He told me that his girlfriend at the time really liked this casting, so yep, there's a treasure hunt. That'll be going for the guy that I know. To be honest, this whole pile may end up just going to him. For the Cloak and Dagger stuff. And then, of course, we have Evil Twin with the Joker livery. I don't plan on keeping this either, so that'll be for the trade pile for sure. He did throw in a premium. I do own it already, but it's the Lamborghini Diablo SV. Beautiful, beautiful supercar from the 90s. For sure, that is one car that I will admit that I do love. I do have this one. I should have gotten this one, Primera, but maybe next time I will find it because I did get these three. These two are the peg warmers. You guys know rally isn't popular, but this is the only two that I want. So I'm like, I don't care if I can't find the others because these two are the only ones I would want. And you guys know why. You guys just know I love rally racing. That's one thing about me. I'm glad I don't have to fight for other collectors. Oh yeah. Good. Now we're definitely beginning to the loose stuff. Well, then again, oh, it's kind of nice. It's got two little displays. These are just the mainline F1 cars, so let's put these aside. Let's start. Let's just get a whole bunch in my hand and go one by one. I can't remember the casting of this called, but it's a bulldozer with wheels. Funny, I used to have that casting. Most of these I did end up donating. That's the funny part. To, I think it was like a charity for kids that have autism and stuff. Lotus Emira. If I remember, this is actually the third from the mystery model set. Like the third car you could get out of that set. If I remember, don't quote me on that. But I think that's the third. Speaking of third, there's a number 3 on it, so they could be. Next we have Roland Solo. The blue and tealish or blue and purple. Who knows what the colors combo that is, to be honest. I'm completely lost. And then obviously it wants to fall off. I think it's because I have a new setup now. My table is kind of like tilting a little bit. So there's that. You know? Most of these are definitely going to be donors. This is definitely a Batman vehicle. I don't know. I know this came from the 5-pack with the Mr. Freeze because I owned that 5-pack to get the Mr. Freeze car. But there's that. Not really one of my favorite Batman car designs. Probably one of the ugly ones in my opinion. This looks like a Roadster. Yeah, it's just a BMW Roadster. Nothing special. I'm not really a fan of those Beamers to be honest. I don't hate it. Well, then again, it doesn't look ugly. I just wouldn't own it, you know, because it does look nice. I'll admit that. I really like the way that window sits too. So it's not ugly. Just I just wouldn't own it personally. Another Batmobile. Peg warmer here. Well, I'm sure everywhere you go, that's a peg warmer. This one's kind of heavy. Austin Healy. Wow. So here's an older casting for sure. Like an older late 2000s Hot Wheels metal. Oh my god, there's going to be quite a bit, believe me. Hey, this looks like a premium. If I remember, this is actually a Forza premium car. But I don't think those wheels go with it, do they? I can't remember. Is it wheel swapped? No. Oh yeah, it is wheel swapped. He must have taken out those cars because he did customize his own castings. I may actually take those wheels off as well. Let's put this in a donor pile. Other Batmobile. If it's the same one, I'm not going to be showing you. If I can remember. This is just another Roadster, so let's put this here. Well, speaking of treasure hunt, here's a treasure hunt Impala. I'm sure somebody will want that. Man, oh man, there's a lot of loose stuff in here. Let's put these aside so I know that they're treasure hunts. If I can remember most of them. Ooh, a beautiful. Oh, never mind. This is a C8. Ugh. You guys know I don't like those. C7s is my shit. That's gonna be going bye-bye in the donation pile. Then again, I could just take off those wheels for another custom. You know what? I'm gonna do that. You will be destroyed. I think this is a Johnny Lightning. This is a hearse. If I remember, it is a Johnny Lightning. I can't remember from what set. Funny enough, I may actually keep this and put this with my black and whites. You know what? I may actually do that. I don't mind the mud. Huh. I guess that one... Funny. Yeah, I think I will. Funny. Dirt nap. Funny. Very funny pun. Very funny. This looks like another premium. Definitely a custom. He did wheel swap it. Audi S4 Quattro. Man, I'm not gonna lie. These wheels look a lot better than the ones that come out of that premium box set. That one looks way better than the original one. Wow. But I'm not going to be keeping that, that's for sure. But you can tell there's the screws. I don't screw mine, I always glue mine. Everyone has their own, you know. We're down here with the donations, or the donors. A Fiat. That's just the mainline. I know there's a treasure hunt version, but that's just the mainline version. Hopefully, I'm using the little dump box down here so I can get the most of those out and start dumping them in that big box. It's a Batmobile again. I think this is the one with Michael Keaton's Batmobile in the movie. I think that's his Batmobile. This one is a pretty iconic one. I don't mind it, but it's not my favorite. Another Fiat. Just a red, orange. Yeah, this guy had a lot of Batmobiles. This is from the video game, I believe. Or maybe the Batman v Superman one. I don't know much about Batman lore. You guys know I just prefer the Robins, my Robins. This is a Maserati, if I remember. Yeah, tipo G1. I have this in carded. I do consider that a Le Mans car. So yeah, I do have this one carded. It's a Mitsubishi Pajero. I also have the treasure hunt version of that one. I really wish that the treasure hunt colors, like the iconic rally art one, that would have been great, in my opinion. But still a beautiful casting. I do have this carded, and it will be carded the rest of its life. There's another Batmobile. This looks like the original Hot Wheels, like the first edition of that. This guy maybe did like Hot Wheels, Batman. Who knows? That's just a gold variation. I may actually just take off those gold wheels out of this one, to be honest, because I do like collecting gold wheels. Actually, you know what? I may end up doing that, just destroying this one with the gold wheels. This is a 33 Ford Vicky. Metal on metal, so it isn't Lord casting, that's for sure. Ooh, this one's purple and pink. I think this is a Monster High car. Yeah, I think this is a Monster High car, yeah. I may end up keeping that with my colors. Funny. I guess there's one that I am going to keep so far from the loose lot. This is Pterodactyl, I think. Yeah, Pterodactyl. I do own that one because it has purple and teal on it. I made a custom out of mine too, so. If I remember, this is actually the Liberty Walk Lambo that just came out recently with a new case. If I remember. Take that out. That'll be a donor. 50 cents. Ooh! There is a Cadillac hearse here. If you're watching, man, I'm going to hit you up and ask you if you want this, because I know you love these Cadillacs. I got him one of these carded way back, and I'm sure he'll like to do another custom on this one. Let me put this aside, because I think he will want that one. For sure. Mazda Miata. I think I did have that. I do have that one in my trade box, if I remember. Because I did get these up, because they were like 2 for, I think it was like buy one get 2 for free, or buy one get 1 free. I did get the rest of these because they were just peg warmers, and you know when you buy more, they'll dump more. This is a funny car, I think. Yeah, it's a Mustang. Funny car. Great for downhill racing, especially the originals, since all that weight, you know. Peg warmers here, I would say. Well, around Mary area, if you go to bigger towns, these are always gone. Like I said, these are great downhill racing cars, especially the original ones. Another Batmobile. Not a fan of that one. Way too funky looking. Well, speaking of Batmobiles, if I remember, this is a Val Kilmer Batmobile. Not my favorite Batmobile. Very, very funky. Well, maybe it's not the Val Kilmer one. Either way, not my favorite Batmobile. These will be donors for sure. This is Rink Racer. It's missing the cap. I know that because it has something in there. These are mostly made for like Lego characters. There's little parts you would put the Lego guy, handlebars and stuff like that. Funny enough, a subscriber I made a Zamboni out of his. Really cool, great idea. It's really, really cool the way he did his. I think there's a clip, yeah, a clip rod. You can actually use this to put your dollar bills, like a little wallet. That's the feature of that car, I would say. Man, oh man, there's a whole bunch of stuff in here. And this is barely like one little box. Ooh, Nitro Door Slammer. I do have that one already though, so I'm not going to be keeping that one. Or maybe I could keep it and just strip the paint and make an own custom. But I did do a custom on this one, so put that down here. This is, I think this is Rocket Fire. Really, really cool. Gold and blue. That is pretty sweet, I'm not going to lie. It's still cool regardless. Like gold colors. Just a Mustang. I think this is a GTD. Surprisingly, these are pretty popular here. I do find them sometimes, but very rare. I would always find this Mustang. I want to say it's a pretty popular casting. To be honest, I think this one looks a lot better than the Super Treasure Hunt because I have found Super Treasure Hunt variation and it looked really, really ugly compared to this one. This one looks really, really cool, especially the color. It's just a lot better compared to the Super Treasure Hunt. Maybe that's the reason why people took this more because it looked cooler than the normal treasure hunt. To be honest, I would always find that this treasure hunt left behind, and it was just ugly, in my opinion. The mainline version looks way better than the Super Treasure Hunt. I will admit that. Maybe that's what they thought as well. Maybe that's why people never really got that treasure hunt. It's just kind of ugly. Here's another peg warmer around me. It's this little drag wagon. What's it called again? Cruise Bruiser. I do own one of them only because it's teal and pink. This one is pink, but it's only pink. If it had teal and purple on it, I wouldn't mind keeping it, but this is another peg warmer around me, I would say. I could never... Oh, we see these everywhere. This is like a Merc. Yeah, 49 Merc. It's a Batgirl. If I remember, this one came from a 5-pack. I did have that one because Robin was in it. That's the only reason why I got that 5-pack too. I'm not a fan of the way this convertible looks. I'd prefer a hardtop, like the cool sleek back. I'm not a fan of the way the convertible version is that. Oh man, interesting. A 49 Ford F1. I'm sure somebody will want that. I know a lot of people that collect truck castings and they do customs. I'll make sure and put that aside for somebody. Then again, those blue wheels are pretty dang cool, but if only it was teal or purple. This would have been better in my opinion. Who knows, I'll put this aside for sure. We have another 32 Vicky, I think this is what this is. I'm going to assume it's a... Oh no, Midnight Auto. Wow, this one's kind of cool. It's definitely an older casting. It's metal on metal. It's heavy, boy. Delivery, I don't mind. I think it's pretty simple and clean for this casting itself. Another Mustang funny car. I think this one came out a couple of cases ago. I do remember seeing this one often. The other recolor, I would say, got more love. Oh my lord, there's still quite a bit to go. Interesting. I think this is a funny car, but not a Hot Wheels. It's missing the top part. I may end up just taking out those wheels and using it for my custom, in all honesty. I think I already showed this Fiat. You know what? This will be a donor. I'm going to take those wheels off. Blue and orange. The Fiat. I see that one often everywhere I go. This Fiat doesn't get a lot of love. Well, the Fiat in general doesn't get a lot of love. We have some kind of Charger. No, yeah, Charger RT. 2011. Probably my favorite year of this Charger. I will admit I like these more than newer ones. The older ones just had more of an aggressive look, very wide and mean looking, very tough, very Mopar compared to the new ones. But still cool. Donor pile for sure, or 50-cent pile. I mean, the Batmobile. Not a fan of this one either. I think this is the one that came from that video game. Haven't played those, but really funky looking. Definitely be going with a 50-cent lot. Oh, this one's pretty popular here. The Chevette, the drag one. Very popular casting here around me. Um, Even the new one, I think it's like a cool sky blue colored. That one is very popular around me as well. This one was hard to find as well. People loved this livery. I want to say because this one looks more like an actual livery from the NHRA color scheme. That's probably why this one was very popular. One of the one of the main lines that did get taken off the pegs a lot, which I'm happy because people. I like when people actually take castings that they really when it has like an iconic color or something like that. Glory Chaser. I do own this carded because it's a Golf. Sadly, I do not have the Super Treasure Hunt of this. I still need that one for my collection. But all my golf stuff is sealed. None of it is open, and I do have this sealed. But I don't plan on opening golf stuff loose unless if it's like an exclusive or something. But as of right now, all my golf materials sealed for any brand. Maisto, Hot Wheels, Pup Race, whatever other brands etc. All my golf shit sealed. Cadillac ATS VR. I do have this one sealed since I do consider that one like a cool DTM style. That I do know I have sealed for sure. Because all my DTM stuff is sealed. 50-cent pile. Lamborghini Centenario Roadster. This one was also a popular one for a mainline. I found some every now and then, but they would always be gone as well. Very taken. Never knew they would like that Roadster, to be honest. Another funny car. It's just a black and white one. Hey, speaking of Mr. Freeze, I knew it came from that 5-pack because there it is. I think that's called Golden Arrow. No, Sir Romanus. My bad. Golden Arrow is another casting. I think Golden Arrow has a pointier nose. Who knows? There might be a Golden Arrow in here. But I'm probably going to be keeping this for custom as well. Let's put this over here. Oh, let's put it down here with a custom pile. I think this is the new, Super Twin Mill. Really love this casting. I think this is really cool. Funny enough, I was doing a custom on this. Someone actually also did a Teku custom with this twin mill, but I did need another donor for my Super Twin Mill, so this for sure will be going the custom pile. Slash donor. Drift Ender. Sadly, I don't have the Super Treasure Hunt of that. I do have the mainline because I do like this Land Rover Drift Box thing. I do collect these. Sadly, these cars don't get a lot of love either. They're pretty much peg warmers everywhere I go. I think it looks pretty cool. It's got a wide body drift vibe to it. 50-cent pile for sure. I have no idea what this car is called, but it's like a little cartoony food truck. I don't think that one's very popular, to be honest, either. But speaking of at least not very popular, I think this one's not very popular either. Some kind of funky looking dragon creature car. I do like creature cars depending on what it is, but that one, not so much. I will admit that. There he goes, trying to end himself. Oh, cool. Some kind of little Mario Kart looking casting. Huh. Funny. 50-cent pile. Like you could tell a kid played with that one. He painted it green. Funny. That'll be for sure 50 cents as well. Ooh. This is Phaeton. I remember this from the older heck. It's metal on metal. It's definitely an older casting. I will probably end up taking off those wheels out of this casting. It is pretty rough looking. Well, not too bad, but I think I may end up just taking off those wheels for that. Off this, yep, that'll probably be a donor, to be honest. Oh, here's another funny car. This may be where that top came from. So maybe I won't destroy it. Maybe I'll put it back together and send that to somebody who collects those. I think I know somebody who does. Oh, this is from the new ones. Passing Gasser. Well, this is not a new casting, but this is a new recolor that came out. I will be taking out the wheels off this for sure, and the roll cage for my personal customs. So this will definitely be a donor. I'm sure you guys can see these right now. They're peg warmers, I would say. Whoa, we have a Red Bull from Milan One car here. I'll have to make sure and put these aside. I know some people that really like, or well, want a loose one. People that I know myself. West Coast Flyer. Definitely taking off those wheels off that casting. I know that for sure. That's one thing I do know for sure. I'll be taking apart. These cool ratified silver and black wheels, or gray and black wheels. Damn, this is barely one box. Batmobile. Let's just put more in the box because that's quite a bit. Another Batmobile, the tuned version, I would say. There's gonna be a lot of for the 50-cent box. Oh yeah, my boy Robin. I do have that one. I think this is Muscle Bound, if I remember. Yeah, Muscle Bound. I always get Muscle Bound and Muscle and Blown mixed, but I think that's Damian Wayne too. You know what? I'm gonna keep that as well. Maybe I do custom on it. I do have this one. This also came from the 5-pack with the Robin. I actually have this one with my Mr. Freeze colors. To be honest, I may actually put that one as well with my Mr. Freeze because it's blue and white. This is a Formula E McLaren, if I remember. Damn, this guy, my buddy, really loved. Really loved. Well, then again, he did have a track set with his lots. Him and his daughter raced them. So that's one reason why he has all these drag cars, because they did a lot of track games. Like, when they hang out with their kids. Well, when he hung out with his kids, he would do all the track stuff. I assume that's why he has all these track style or heavy downhill racing type of cars, is because they would do that a lot. I may actually take that one apart too for the wheels for my Skull Shaker customs. Next in line we have this one. Mad Fast. I may actually take this one apart for the wheels, to be honest. I know he for sure used most of these for downhill racing. That's one thing I will admit that he probably did use these for. This will be a donor. Or, yeah, just a donor destroy. Look, here's another Day of the Dead truck. I find so many of those too. They're like peg warmers everywhere around me. I will admit that. Let me put this aside because I think I know someone who does like trucks, so I'll just send them these. Speaking of the Arkham Batman mobile, there's another one. I want to say most of the reason he has these Batman ones is because his kids, they probably do love Batman. I want to assume. This is another, looks like another Ford, or who knows. But there's that. And then this Bel Air looking one. Pretty cool. I don't hate them. I really love the wheels on this, but I'm sure someone can get a better deal out of that. I don't want to destroy that one, because most of these do look pretty clean, I will admit. This is Eruption. If I remember, the wings actually open. Pretty cool. That's one little feature I do know about that. Sadly, I'm looking for another color. I do have a pink and purple one, but I would like to have another color of that. But a really cool little winged car. I think this one is kind of cool. I will admit that. I may actually do a custom on that. So let's keep this one. Do my own personal custom. Rally Speciale, maybe. But this is definitely a homage to Lancia, their iconic colors. You know, like the Lancia Stratos. You can tell that's what they were going for with the livery, with the white, green, and blue, or white, green, and red. My bad. But you can tell they were doing a Lancia style livery. I do have this in my rally collection, and I did have it because they're doing like, kind of like a homage to the actual rally car. They had like another funny car. So I guess if you're watching this and you're a fan of funny cars, well, here's some more funny cars. You know, get your funny cars out of this video. Just hit me up. Oh, it does have a dragon on it. I may actually keep that, to be honest. You know what? I'm gonna keep that. It's got a dragon on it. Let me put these down here because these I'm not going to be keeping. Let me put these on the floor here. Cars that I'm not going to be keeping, that's for sure. Just put the next one up there while I customize or put these on the ground pretty much. Yeah, for sure these I'm not going to be keeping. Let me put them down here. Like this Batmobile over here as well. Get that out of here. Dragon for sure. This 300ZX, don't want it. That would be in the 50 cent pile. Same for this one here. This will be going down here. Let's go into the next one. Oh, this one's just the Gazelle, but here's a black version of that Batmobile. At least I'm almost done with this one box, and that's just one. That's what's crazy. I bought the lot for $50. 200 pile down here, or 50 cent pile, I mean. Another heavy casting, metal on metal. Funny enough, I think I do have this casting right here. It was also part of that 5-pack, Mr. Penguin, but the reason I got it is because it's purple, teal, and this is a penguin. I think this is called, isn't it like Felon or something? Fast Felon? Yeah, Fast Felon, funny enough. Only Fast Felon I own is because of the colors, purple, tealish. Literally the only reason. And of course that was part of the 5-pack as well. That bluish chrome Batmobile. I do own this, but it's all chrome. I'm not a fan of this bluish chrome. I do have the original chrome one. That's just a monster truck. I already showed you guys that one. Oh my god, yeah. Look at this. Just more Batmobiles. Funny. Maybe I'm gonna assume it was just kids that really liked Batman. Oh, I did a custom on this, but I was wanting to get a loose one, not to keep the original, because you can only get this with a 5-packs or exclusive like 8-packs. And I do collect this cat. I started to collect it, so now I have a clean loose one. That for sure I will be keeping in my personal collection. Speaking of another drag car, really funny. He really liked these. Well, like I said, downhill racing. Because this whole lot did come with a track set. This is Solar Reflex. Definitely will be destroying this because it has green windows and green wheels for my drone customs. But pretty cool. And then we have the Honda Civic drag car. You can tell someone painted that one. Really funny. Well, here's one box down. I apologize if you hear audio in the background. I have World Race playing behind me. That'll be 50-cent pile as well. Yeah, speaking of more Batman, there's the gold variant. I think this is the actual video game one right there. Or it could be the Batman v Superman. Who knows? I haven't watched any of the modern Batman stuff. I'm still an original fan of the older Batman when it comes to comics and shows and movies. We have this McLaren Solus GT. Man, this one's rough. That one definitely got a beating. That one definitely was a track car for sure, I want to say. This is Skull Crusher. But I am going to be taking the wheels off this for my drone customs. For sure, that's going to be destroyed. I will admit that. Hey, if I remember, this is the actual chase of that mystery bag one. The Bugatti, I think, was the number one out of the set. And then he goes just wanting to fall off and get rid of himself. So for sure, someone would appreciate that. I know that. That's going to the 50-cent pile. Oh, the sushi tuner. I remember people were getting scanned by, or like online, people kept telling everyone, that's like a rare variant, or hyping it up so people can buy it off the pegs. It's really funny because it did actually work. People were, I guess they misinformed collectors or people who were gullible, saying that this was like the all-time favorite just so they could buy it off the pegs and get rid of it, which is really funny, you know. I did buy some of these, to be honest, just to take off the wheels because I do like those 5-spoke wheels. And since they were left behind, you know, I was going to keep them and destroy them. This is Speed Bump. Really, really funny casting. It's like a squished car. I may actually taking this one apart as well because it's got these cool yellow ratified wheels. I love ratified wheels on this. On like Hot Wheels. Ooh, this is pretty cool. Chevy Chevette. This one's got a cool color. I like the colors on that one, I will admit. But I would prefer to have it carded because I do have some of these without the NHRA livery. I like them when they're just like simple colors like this. But really, really cool casting. If I can find that carded, I will own it for sure. Let's get on to the next slot here. I do own this. This is an Alfa Romeo GTV or GT56. I have that one carded because it looks like an original, like the real one in real life. That's the reason why I have that one carded in my personal collection. To be honest, I think this is my most favorite out of the recolors. Just the OG. Speaking of treasure hunt, I know that one's a treasure hunt. I found so many of those. I do have one in my own personal collection because I do love rigs. That for sure I do know is a treasure hunt. Let's put this aside. This is a Chevy EV. Yeah, Silverado EV. Peg warmer around me everywhere. I wouldn't say it's just because it's an EV. That's the reason why people don't like that casting. I'm going to admit that. I think that might be the only problem. We have a gaster here. Like a Chevy gaster. If I remember, this is just the Bel Air gaster. Very popular casting. The guy I bought this from definitely was a gaster fan or Mopar drag style fan. I want to admit that. I think that's most of his collection was. It's just gaster stuff. Well, I think people in general really love gasters in the Hot Wheels diecast world. Audi RS e-tron GT, another peg warmer everywhere I go. And I understand why. I do like sedans, but something about this form and the shape is just not really my cup of tea. Maybe because the lack of like design or the spoiler was really kills it. Who knows? Oh, Nerve Hammer. I do like this casting on some colors, but this color or the X-ray I'm not a fan of, I will admit. Ooh, Lane Lowrider. This is pretty cool because if you move it, the engine moves. Sadly, they got rid of that feature. You can't do that anymore. That's one thing I do know the retooling no longer has. It no longer has a little motor when you would roll it, it shakes. So I don't know why they got rid of that. It was pretty cool. Let's go on to the next one. Some kind of Nova wagon. I think that's a Chevy Nova wagon. Not a Nomad, but some kind of Nova wagon. Mercedes-Benz Unimog. I do collect some of those, I will admit. Next in line we have a Dodge. Or, I guess Ram. They don't really call it Dodge anymore, they just call it Ram. Track timed. Definitely a good track car. That's probably one reason why he had this as well, because like I said, I bought it and had a whole track set, and he definitely did use track time racing. I want to say a Beetle. You can tell it's a Matchbox, like an older variant. It's got those old Matchbox wheels. That I do know for sure. For sure, it's a Matchbox car. I think this is a Land Rover. Yeah, Cruiser 78. I own these. I already have this. I don't have them loose. All mine are carded. That one I do know for sure I own in my card collection. So far, I have every single recolor. Really, really cool casting in my opinion. Twin mill. An iconic Hot Wheels car. No, I guess it didn't even need a name. Everyone knows that car. Jaguar. Peg warmers as well. Well, to be honest, it's kind of 50-50. Sometimes I'll see them pegged, sometimes I don't. I think it's a pretty popular casting around me. Maybe just 50-50 casting. Maybe it's a good track car too, who knows? Ooh, is this the E3 wagon? Yeah, M3 wagon. Funny enough, I do collect these for my brother. I already got him all the recolors so far. So for sure that'll be part of the 50-cent pile. Another peg warmer. It's like a Land Rover. I do like the color on it, like the beigey or the chromey, the metallic colored one. I will admit that I do like the color. Oh, I think this is a Gas Monkey Corvette. Not my favorite Corvette, I would admit. And I think it looks really ugly with that big blower up front. Sorry, I'm not a fan of that big blower. Not on that car. I think it kind of kills the vibe. Purple Passion. Pretty iconic Hot Wheels car as well. Very, very popular, I'd say. I understand why. It's kind of the cool Merc vibe to it. Definitely Corvette here. Don't know what it is. I'm going to assume it's like a C3. Does have the pop-ups and stuff. But it's still beautiful. It's very long though compared to its actual... This may be before the retooling. Who knows? I don't know why they were so long like that. Ooh, a Cadillac. This is a hyper... Yeah, the hypercar. This car sounds really, really cool in real life. If you guys are curious, YouTube that. The way it sounds with it, I guess when the EV mode before it takes off and then it switches, it sounds so badass. Recommend you hear that on YouTube. Give it a whirl. Listen to that motor go. Tesla Roadster. Definitely a Lotus Elise vibe. I think Lotus helped them with the vibe on that. But beautiful, beautiful design. I love Lotus Elise. Obviously, this is a Tesla, but you know Lotus vibes to it. I think they did share the same chassis and body. Just a Raptor. I could tell he had some taste of some castings for stuff like this. Ooh, pretty cool. We have a Zamek in here. BMW, I think this is 2002, is what it's called. It's not from 2002, it's just called 2002. Some of these are pretty dirty. I'm getting all like mucky on my shirt. Having like a little bowl on my shirt, pretty much. I may actually keep that. I don't think I have a loose one. Donut Drifter. Peg warmer everywhere. And yet, they still decide to keep making recolors when no one really buys them. You'd think Mattel would realize to not make them anymore since no one's buying them. But that's Mattel for you, I guess. Pretty cool Mercedes-Benz. 500E. These are pretty popular too. I don't think I've ever seen them much on the pegs. People leave the AMG two-door one more than anything else compared to this one. The sedan gets more of the love, and I understand why. I think it's got better details and the subtle wide body, and you can probably do a better custom out of this compared to the other one. And then we have an Aston Martin here. Yeah, the high-speed edition. That's the mainline version. I know there's a supercharger of that. It's like gold. The gold one looks a little bit cooler though, I will admit that. I will admit that one. That one did look cool. Hey, how was 4-track? I think so. Yeah, how was 4-track? I have showed you guys that one before. I do own most of those. I will admit that. There's so many recolors that probably a peg warmer too, sadly. But it is a good track car. Ooh, beautiful. Audi Quattro. I do have that one, thankfully, in my collection. So I don't have to be worrying about ever getting that one loose, I guess, because, like I said, all my rally cars are sealed. Oh, Alpha Pursuit, one of my favorite modern supercar, or not supercar, like emergency vehicles. I have all the recolors so far. I've made my own custom out of this casting too. It's got like a cool RoboCop vibe to it. That's the reason why I started liking this casting a lot. I do have this one loose as well, so don't need another. This is, I can't remember the casting's name, but it is a peg warmer, I would admit. It's some kind of super van. I can't remember what you call it, I will admit. But it is a peg warmer. I'm sure you guys seen plenty of those for days. Plenty of those for days. That's for sure. Then we have a Hummer, like the EV. They have a lot of these at a dealership in a town south for me. They're like, no, I mean, to be honest, no one really buys dealership cars much anymore. But it's funny that these are always sitting out there. Oh, cool. This is a Ford van. Yeah, Transit Connect. I think these vans are really, really cool in real life. I really like that subtle spoiler and the way they did this van. See the wide bodies and stuff. I may actually do a custom on this too. Who knows? You know what? Let's do that. That'll be a custom. And of course, we have the Ford Model A custom. Pretty popular casting, I'll admit. I barely find any of these as well. This car got very, very much love. I want to say, I think it's because Larry Wood, I think, owns this car. I think Larry Wood owns the car. I'm not for sure. Don't quote me on that. We have another one here I don't own. No idea what the hell this thing's called. It's got a cool old 70s F1 vibe though. I will admit that. That's one thing I will say about that casting. Another Aston Martin, just a recolor. It's got like a Zamek look to it. And another Purple Passion. This one's just purple and pink. I don't know if I have that, so I'll have to make sure. If not, I will be keeping that. So for now, let's put this here with my yes. Hey, an accelerator car. We have an RD03. Sadly, the wheel's all bent, but we can probably bend it back. I can put that with my clean accelerator recolors. Because I do sell accelerator mainline recolors for like $1 or so. Depending on the casting and depending on how good the condition is, I will go maybe a little higher, but I will fix that. Maybe still sell it for $1. Let me put this down here with my fixing pile. Ooh. Oh, I can't remember what you call this. Oh, Group C Fantasy. I do like this casting. I have all the recolors so far. Sadly, the only one that I don't have that I do want is the Super Treasure Hunt version of that. Don't own that one yet. But one day I will, for sure. I'm sure I'll have something that somebody wants. Because I know that Super Treasure Hunt isn't very popular either, so I won't have to worry. Hey, if I remember, this one's also a basic treasure hunt. If I remember, I think that one is. Let's put this aside here. Oh, another peg warmer around me. Karma GS6. I think in real life too, this car has a lot of issues. Like a lot of issues. I think they fixed it now, but prior to making this casting, or the car in real life, very, very many problems. Ugh. Desert Drifter, not my favorite fantasy or food car. I do like food cars because I do like the hot dogs. But that one, I will admit, is... Nah, there it goes, trying to end itself. It's just not a very popular casting. I don't think anyone ever buys those. They're always left behind. Next in line, we have some... Let me put them together because they're kind of big. There's a Jeep. And then there's the Chevy Blazer. Pretty iconic. These are, I would admit, these two SUVs are very, very popular on the around me. I think it's because you can do a lot of cool customs too with these two castings. Then again, there isn't very many Jeep and Blazer castings, I don't think, from Mattel, like Hot Wheels themselves. Pretty cool Toyota van. I do like these vans. I think they're pretty cool. I think I only have a couple of recolors of this van. Not for sure. But it is a cool van. That's a Toyota, I know that. Yeah, Toyota. Yeah, it just says Toyota van. 1986. Funny enough, 86 is my lucky number and the year I usually get my project cars from. That year, specifically. Baja Bison. Surprisingly, pretty popular casting around me. Maybe it's a good track car too, who knows? This is a Saga? Yeah, the Proton Saga. If I remember, these cars are pretty popular in Malaysia because they're kind of like taxi cars or cars that haul a lot of people around and stuff like that. It's kind of like the main car that they use in the city, I would say. There's only a white and red variant of that yet, so far. We have a Pontiac GTO 64. I think this is a color shifter. Yeah, because like I barely touched it and my warm hands just changed it green. But cool. I do like the gold wheels on that. Maybe I will destroy that. Who knows? Too tough. It's like a fantasy casting of a Ford F-150. It looks like a Ford F-150. I'll admit that. Just another EV Silverado. It's just orange. Not a very popular car, I'll admit. We have an Evo. From the mystery... Oh no, the Christmas set. If I remember, this is a Chase. Well, Chase, quote unquote. But it's a popular casting out of that set. Some kind of old Matchbox ambulance car. You can tell they painted it and stuff. Maybe they tried to do a red, white, and blue. That looks like the American flag on the top. Oh, maybe it was an actual... Huh. Who knows? Interesting, though. This is... I don't remember the name of this casting, but this is an old school red line car. This was way before... I think because that is designed, obviously, but I think Mattel made from the red line era. I can't remember what it's called. The name of that casting. Oh. I think this is Punk Rod. I think it's Punk Rod. Yeah, Punk Rod. But enough, I'm actually customizing. I do need. This is the last Moody Blue one that I do need to customize, but sadly they haven't made a black window yet. So as of right now, maybe I will keep these two because it is teal and purple. I may actually keep this one as well because I don't have that one in my collection. I'm gonna put this with my donor pots with both of those. Well, one of those. Hey, the little Golf Silverado tuned truck. Very, very popular casting. Because it's an 83, I want to assume. Another Group C Fantasy. It's just a recolor. Ooh. Another EV Silverado. Not very loved. I want to assume just because of that. Just because it's just an EV truck. No one really likes that casting. Or the, in real life. I don't hate EV. I do appreciate it for some things. Just not for that, That's one thing I will admit, to be honest. Oh, I remember this one. Another EV drag car, hot wired. It's supposed to be a drag electric car. That's one thing I do know. Well, speaking of, here's another one. Just another color. Funny that they have them there. Ooh, we have some pretty interesting ones here. Oh, one of my favorite Cyberpunk wagons. Track D wagon. Really, really love this casting. The way it looks and everything. That cool Cyberpunk wide body look. Funny enough, there's an XL version of this as well. If you like Track D wagon, they already made a Hot Wheels XL version of that one. Really, really cool. Fast Felon. And then Rolling Solo. Another 2. Probably Peg Warmer main lines. Another Drift Tender. And then I don't remember what this car is called. Electro Silhouette. That one's also a peg warmer. But it does have, admit, red wheels, and I do need red ones, so I will be destroying this one for the wheels. Maybe that one too, because they are purple. I may actually do that too, actually, yeah. I'm gonna do that. Oh my lord, there's so many still, and I'm not even close. Tesla Model S. And speaking of Tesla, here's the Tesla bike, or the quad. I would admit, I think the quad looks kind of cool. I don't think it looks ugly. I think it looks kind of a cool cyberpunky look. Oh, I remember this one. Mailed it. I love this casting. I have them sealed. I don't need a loose one. I don't plan on owning them loose, but I really like that cool drag, wide body, turbo look to it, and especially the graffiti. The main reason I got it is because of the graffiti. It's a Dodge. I do have this one because it's teal and pink. That's the main reason why I have it, to be honest. It's a Ford Bronco. That's a Matchbox one. That one was pretty popular too, if I remember. I could barely ever find that one. Fast Felons. We already showed you that one. This is D-Muscle. I will be taking this one apart because it has the gold wheels. This is from the anniversary Mattel sets they do. So I'll be taking those wheels off. Purple Passion. If I remember, this one is also a basic treasure hunt. I already showed this Rolling Solo. So for sure, put this aside. Oh, I love this casting. Street Shrieker. I do like sharks, and I thought that was really cool. I may end up collecting these loose, because you guys know I like sharks and stuff. I'm going to be putting this with my shark stuff, so I will be keeping that for sure. Oh, one of my favorite old school Hot Wheels, like from late, I think it was like 2000s. Power panel. I do like this casting sometimes, because sometimes they use really cool liveries on this casting. This one I don't really like, but it is still one of my favorite, like, Hot Wheels designed cars. Hey, Low Lux, one of my favorite, like, fantasy drift truck. I really, really love this casting. I already own this one, so I don't need it. Oh, not my favorite Land Rover. I do not like the way they did this one. I think they did it dirty. But I will admit, I do need these wheels, so this will be destroyed. Oh, the Audi wagon. Peg warmer around me, I will admit that. Ooh! We got something pretty interesting here. Well, first let's show you the other one. Koenigsegg. These are also pretty much peg warmers around me, I will admit that. No one likes the Koenigsegg. I did get the purple one because that was a cool color on it. But we have a Custom Auto. I was planning on collecting these, and to be honest, this may be the beginning of my Custom Auto collection. So let's put this aside. Oh, I'm over making a mess. Shelby Cobra. I do own that one already, though. I don't need another one. Mine's sealed especially. Put this in the 50-cent bin. Oh yeah, we got a Roger Dodger in here. And I needed another one for my personal customs. So cool. We got us a hit there. Definitely be going to destroy that one. Another Audi wagon. It's just a red one. Just red. I think this is like, yeah, Erechstein rod. Pretty cool. Sadly, the only one I need that I don't have, I think there's a Moody Blue version of this too. Maybe it might be in here, who knows. But I will admit, I'm going to be taking that wheel off and keeping the interior because it is chrome. So I will be taking that out. This is a Maisto lead foot. It's like a fantasy casting of them. I think it's the Mercury. This is a Maisto for sure, like Adventure Force branded one. To be honest, these are pretty popular too out of the Adventure Force castings. Oh yes, we got us a fast bed hauler. I had this sealed, and now I have a loose one. Cool, and it still works. So that is definitely one I'm going to keep as well for my personal collection. I really like this hauler because you can actually use it too. It comes off. You can tilt it. So cool. Definitely keeping that one. Another Mercedes-Benz Unimog. Just a recolor. But still cool. Oh, the Chevy Volt. The drag build. Funny. Another Group C Fantasy. I already have that one too. Just another recolor. Ooh. Max Steel. I will be taking off the interior and the wheels off this one for sure. Because I do customize some of these. But really, really cool. Regardless. That'll be a donor. Hey, Fast Fish. If I remember, this is actually a basic treasure hunt. If I remember. Oh, speaking of, there's a Circle Flame logo. So yeah. Put this over here. And then we have Mid-Mill. Very, very not loved casting. Well, around me at least. No one really likes this casting. I understand why. It feels like it's missing a lot of features. I'm not really a fan of the big wheels in the back, to be honest. It kind of killed it for me. Let's open here. Oh, I remember this one. This is just, I think it's like Roadster, if I remember. If I remember. Don't quote me on that. Because I'm not guaranteed to remember. I will admit that. Oh, the Jag. It's just a primer gray looking color. Oh, this is a Volkswagen pickup. Pretty popular casting, I will admit, everywhere I go. I think you can actually probably use those for diorama sets as well. Maybe that's the reason why it's so popular for certain things. Another one of those, just orange and black. Another Max Steel. It's just blue with the flames. Another Low Lux, just like a beige. Another Glory Chaser. It's just blue and gray. Ooh. There's a... I may actually keep those wheels. Who knows? Muscle and Blown. Is it Muscle and Blown? I don't want to sound like an idiot again. Yeah, Muscle and Blown. This one will also be taken apart because it has a gold interior and the gold aero disc wheels. That for sure I will be destroying. And then we have this last tote, but there's still quite a bit because it's super tall. Let's get going. This is a Dollar General exclusive. I remember Subaru. I do own already that one. Carded though. I do know that's a Dollar General exclusive for sure. This is Doing It Up. Surprisingly, this casting is pretty popular. Well, around me at least, I will admit. I will admit though, I have also bought a whole bunch of these because of the wheels. They have this cool bronze and goldy color. I will actually be taking that one apart as well for the wheels alone. Those wheels are really cool. That's the reason why. Another Frankenstein rod. Funny enough, I have bought a lot of these too, just for the wheels alone. I really like these white wall wheels Mattel does, especially these because they're like huge. I have so many donors of those wheels. Ooh, mod rod. I needed a loose one of that, so cool. If not, I can actually customize it too. I do customize some mod rods. Mod rod is one of my favorite fantasy castings that Hot Wheels has done. I do have this one carded. To be honest, all of them I own are carded. There's only one that I don't have carded, but still cool. I'm going to be keeping this for sure. Just another Ram, just a lifted black variant. Oh, a surf crate. It's purple. Oh, this is an original. It's metal, and it's got the removable board too. That's metal. That's an OG surf crate. Cool. But I'm not going to be keeping that. That's for sure. Some kind of charger. Yeah, it's just a. I think this came up from a 5-pack. Well, the ones I've always got are from 5-pack. It was from a 5-pack. I do have that one in my personal collection because it's purple and pink. If you can kind of see, the flames are very pinkish and the very tips of the flames. That's the reason why I have it. Oh, Speed Dozer, I think that's what's called. Not my favorite casting. It is cool looking for some reasons, but at the same time, like, not really my cup of tea. And of course, the newer. Well, this came off from an older case, but it's the Chevy Impala. Still a pretty popular casting, I admit. 50 cents. Ooh, this is an EV twin mill, but I will be taking out the gold wheels off that sucker for real, for sure. This is from the Chinese New Year's, if I remember. It's got the snake on there, but I'll be taking the wheels off that one. Another alpha. It's just a recolor. It's just primer gray instead of red. Oh, this is a mail it up treasure hunt. I do know that. That I do know for sure. But still cool, regardless. Beautiful, beautiful. Especially the purple and pinky look. Maybe I will actually put that with my purple and pinks, actually. Besides it being a treasure hunt, it's just the colors. Oh, Dodge. Little Red Express. Very popular custom casting, I would say. Ooh. Interesting here. We have a Honda Civic. I don't have this one, sadly, but it is a cool little Civic. Especially that color is beautiful. I may actually do a custom on that, to be honest. Let's put this aside down here with a custom pile. Custom and donor pile. Just a Bronco. That one is also pretty popular. I could barely find any of those Broncos, I will admit. Very, very popular casting. I could actually take off the wide body on that. This is High Roller. Peg warmer, I will admit. I think I've seen plenty of those on the pegs all the time. Ooh, this is an old Hot Wheels fastback Mustang. It's got the open hood. I really wish they did bring that back for some castings like that. Because I think it still looks pretty cool. I think it'd fit. Other than, the premiums or the RLC shit. This is Road Bandit. I have bought a couple of these as well to destroy. Because I really like those cool... I think these are called Ryu Usado wheels. I will be taking these off as well. Because they have a cool greenish color for my drone liveries. This is an RX-3. I do own this, but all mine are sealed, and this one is just, it's just loose. It's kind of a newer one that just came out, new recolor. I will probably also destroy this one because of the wheels. I will be taking those off. Let's get more up here in my little pocket. I think this is Super B. It's a Dodge. I think it's a Dodge Start, I want to assume. If only it was a Roadrunner. You guys know I love my 70s Roadrunners. This one was also pretty popular when it came out from that case. Hollerback. Not hollowback, like from Accelerators. I think this is called haulerback because it's like a hauler. Speaking of, I will be taking those wheels off. This is a Corvette Racer. It's just the one with a roll cage. Very, very popular. Oh, speaking of, well, here's another one. It's just the. It's kind of like the GT racing variant or whatever you call that stuff. It's got the cool wide body look. Both the same year of the Corvette though. But they look alright. They look beautiful for what they are. Another Chevy Gasser. It's just blue. Just blue. Any other color. Very, very popular casting though. These Gasser Bel Air ones are very, very popular. It's a Blazer. It's a black. That one is also another popular. I wanted to assume just because it's square body. And there it goes. It's because of that. Ooh! We have a CUDA here. Oh, it's a Challenger. But it's Zamac. I'm definitely going to be keeping that one. Let me see if I can get with my toe here. I'm like slowly trying to get it with my toe. I would be keeping this one though. Here's another Purple Passion. No, I think this is actually a Merc. Yeah, Hirohata Merc. Very, very funny though. Oh, come on. I like get it with my toes and then there we go. There we go. Grabbing it with my toes and stuff during the video. Bang warmer. Monte Racer. I prefer Monoposto or Battle Spec over this one, to be honest, because I do like some roadster style like that, but that one, not really my cup of tea. I think it just looks too weird, but I will admit it is a good track car. We're barely at the tip of this donor box. Well, speaking of popular casting, there's a truck. These trucks for sure I'm going to be putting aside because I know somebody who's going to appreciate these trucks for customs. That's for sure. I'm not a truck guy. It's very rare when I am. Ooh, I love this casting though, but I already have it loose and sealed. The Pontiac Aztek wide body. I really, really love that casting. It's so cool. If you guys don't know, it also has a Breaking Bad reference on the window. You can see Heisenberg's hat and his glasses. That's one reason why I like it too, because I do like Breaking Bad. Some kind of Charger. Purple and pink wheels. Not my favorite Charger. I will admit, I do have the purple and pink one, but I'm going to be taking the wheels off this casting. It's a Buick. Riviera, I think this is what this is called. They need to bring back the original Hot Wheels Buick Riviera. It looks way, way cooler than this one. I think this is a retooling. But the OG Buick Riviera, if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, go to the wiki, look at the older casting of this. It's really, really cool. They dropped the ball, in my opinion, with the retooling. Another beautiful Ferrari. It's just white, red, blue. This is also Quick Bite. I do own some Quick Bites. It's just got the chicken, hot chicken livery. It's still cool. I do like some Quick Bite castings. Another truck. That came from the Easter set. I remember seeing that one. That one was probably the most popular one out of the set. Put this aside for that truck buddy of mine. Ooh, beautiful Ford RS Cosworth. I do own that one. I have mine loose because it went with my Ford liveries, my white, blue, and liveries from my rally cars. That one I do know I own. I don't need another, so. 50-cent pile. Oh, isn't this cute? They made a little pink and black variation of the Honda Civic drag car. To be honest, it doesn't look too bad for, a kid drawing on it. They did a pretty good job on that, I will admit. Oh, this is just the shit. It's not a Chevy, yeah, 70s van. I own all the recolors of that so far too. I do like that van. Daytona. If I remember, this one came from a 5-pack. If only it was a 70s, I would call it the non-aero package. Roadrunner. That's obviously the iconic Roadrunner, or the Plymouth Super B. What was it called? The Dodge something. But I know you guys know which one I'm talking about which Roadrunner I like. The one from Highway 35, Taro's Plymouth, the 70s Roadrunner. I think it's Auto Zoom. Yeah, Auto Zoom is really cool. Fantasy casting through Hot Wheels. It's kind of like their version of a DTM car. To be honest, I was planning on starting to collect these loose as well. So I am going to be keeping this one because I think this is a mystery models version I don't have, and you can only get it through that. So I will be keeping this for sure. Got a Porsche here. My Porsche buddy may want this too, so I'll make sure and put this aside and send it to him. I only ever saw these in multi-pack exclusives as well. You can't really get them on carded on its own. Not that variation. Ooh, one of my favorite Jaguars here. Convertible ones. It is the F-Type. I have all these carded so far, and then of course the loose ones, like the exclusives, loose. But it's really, really cool car. I'm debating on collecting these sealed and loose. To be honest, I don't have this one loose, so and it's clean, so I may just keep this one as well for my collection. The beautiful, beautiful Ford rally car. I think this is also an Escort. I love the fog lights on this. The original casting though on the Hot Wheels variant is a lot cooler. They always did it better compared to the modern ones here. But still cool. I do own this on my collection. God, there's so many. It's ridiculous. Whoa. Okay, we can see good stuff. We have a Lamborghini Huracan Sterato. This is a rally car of that. I do own all those so far as well, carded. Because even for other brands like Matchbox and stuff, I do collect these because it is a cool Lamborghini rally car. You can see the fog lights there in the front. Really, really cool car. We have a Phantom, or Phaeton. It's just purple and black. But still cool regardless, ain't it? Especially for older castings, I would say this one is still as iconic. This is Birthday Burner. I do own some of these because they usually come out in pink and purple or teal or white, teal, and pink. You get the idea. Yeah, speaking of, here's another one. It's just kind of like a cyan purple. It's just a different color. It's still cool. Usually, like I said, they come in cool colors. Casting's not cool, but the colors are always cool. Oh, wow. This is an older Matchbox. Yeah, look at that. Even the doors open on that. Let's put the RX-3 next to it too, because it's kind of the same era. Really, really cool, though. I may ask my buddy if he wants that. Even though I don't think he likes 944s. I believe this, yeah, it's a 944. Speaking of. I'll still ask him if he wants it, because, I mean, it is an older Matchbox. He may appreciate that more than I do, because I do like 944s. But all my Porsche stuff is sealed. We have a Audi Quattro. Beautiful, beautiful hatch. Speaking of hatch, here's a Honda Civic hatch. I put those together since they are hatchbacks, you know, out of this little pile I have here. But beautiful, beautiful hatches. Oh, the AMC Eagle. Love this wagon in real life. That thing was so ahead of its time. I think it was so cool. I would admit that. Speaking of, it's a Mustang. Funny car. Theirs is also a Super Treasure Hunt version of that. But this is just the main line. It's not the Treasure Hunt version. But it is still cool regardless, I will admit. We have a C7 Corvette. If I remember, that's a Maisto one. Or Adventure Force, whatever you want to call that brand. Next, we have a Lamborghini Miura, the red one. I own all the recolors of that so far, even the Dollar General, or the Dollar General exclusive. But beautiful Lambo, probably my favorite Lamborghini to be honest. This one's really, really cool. I'm definitely going to be keeping this. This is a Pikes Peak Celica. I just need to clean it because I do collect these loose. I don't have any carded. All my select stuff is loose. There's only certain ones that have sealed, like premiums and stuff. But as of right now, that one's definitely be going with my personal collection. Look at that dirt. It's caked in there. It's disgusting. God, there's so many. Let me just take a whole bunch out and see what I can do. Next in line, we have this beautiful Ford Maverick. I do own that one in my personal collection. I just like the way that sits. I think it's a really cool casting. I'm trying to see if there's another truck in here, but I don't think so. No, that may be the only truck. Well, let's just put this gasser next to it because it is kind of tall. That's the Volvo gasser. I think that one won the Hot Wheels World Tour, if I remember. The Legends Tour, or whatever that shit's called. I think there is also a treasure hunt version of this, but it's in pink and teal. I do need that one because of the colors, but I would prefer it loose, I will admit. I may actually do a custom of this gasser. Let's put this down here. Let's put this Civic, Subaru, and Supra. Let's put those two together. Since they are kind of JDM-esque European cars, put those two together. Why not? That one already showed you, so we're not showing that one. It's just another gasser. But still cool. Some of these you can tell are kind of like newer Matchbox stuff. Ooh, there's a Porsche there. I'm sure my buddy would appreciate that. That might be the only European thing we have here at the moment in this little hand of mine. But still cool. Still cool. Let me put this aside for him. See if he wants that. We have a Shelby Mustang, a fastback. Speaking of Mustang, we have a Fox body. I do have that one. And we have a Camaro. Old school. It's got an open hood on that one too. Yeah, that one was heavy out of the three, I will admit. Heavy boy. Next we have one of my favorite castings for modern. It's a hot dog, the Glizzy. If you guys don't know, you can also... I don't want to break it, but I'm probably going to end up breaking my fingernail. You can open the spoiler. But really cool. Next we have the T-Bird drag car, and then this Chevelle wagon. Very beautiful Matchbox wagon. I do own one of those. So I think it's a pretty cool wagon, especially that metallic or sandy color. It feels like a matte color too. Very beautiful. And of course we have the Kia, the anime livery. I have that one already sealed and loose with my anime and character cars. This casting was very popular too. I think these were taken a lot. Very popular Hot Wheels car for the new era. Oh wow, we got quite a bit of cool stuff here. Next in line we have another Miata. Let's see if we can find another one here in my pile, because I'm just kind of taking them out of this box. Well, we have a Supra. This from the 5-pack, the Nightburners set, if I remember. Here's another little open roadster style, the Jaguar F-Type. I do own that one already. That I have one with my Mr. Freeze collection. So I do know I have those. That color variation, I will admit, I think I do own. Next we have another Merc. Some purple. There's also a Super Treasure Hunt version of that. This is the main line. The Super Treasure Hunt color is a lot cooler, I will admit. What else do we have that's close to that here in my pile here? I guess this little Vari-8. I'd say it has the same drag-esque vibe to it. But not bad. Not bad. Here's a supercar here. Put these down here. Here's another Cloak and Dagger. Not a fan of that casting. Speaking of fantasy, I guess I have these two here. The Donut Drifter and then the the Minecraft cart. Really funny. Those are definitely peg warmers everywhere I go. Well, maybe not the minecart because Minecraft is very popular. We have a Cuda. Or the Challenger, my bad. We also have this. I think this is a Dodge. I don't know if it's a Charger, but I know it's a Dodge for sure. We also have this Corvette. Well, Corvette don't want to fall down, you know, end himself. Don't do it. There's some Mopars there. Ooh, I think this is the Chase Beetle out of that mystery 5-pack or the mystery set. I'm definitely be keeping this one because it's got a cool military olive green. It's got the skull there too. Yeah, this is going with my personal army, my Flying Tiger liveries. Oh, one of my favorite fantasy castings, Copo Camaro. I love that car. Sadly, I only have some of them sealed. I have that one loose. Well, I have a custom loose of that. But really, really cool casting. I may actually keep that for a custom. This is from the Avatar set. That's Aang's car from the 5-pack. Really, really cool van, though. I do own that. Well, I have the set because I like Avatar, but the van itself is really, really cool. But cool, regardless. We got a Ford GT here. Got an Evo. Oh, that's a Subaru, my bad. It's like an Impreza. Like a WR6, maybe? Yeah, Impreza. And then we have just a Type R. Squeeze in the middle there. Oh, you're just throwing off. Next we have Passing Acid. Just a bronze color. And then a Fox body. Pretty popular casting here. Those two are always gone. I will admit that. Oh my lord, we're almost done. There's still quite a bit, but still. There's an Audi. Peg warmer around me. I will admit that. We have another Audi. Like a Spider. It's a Maserati, I think, right here. That may be the only kind of European-esque. Well, I have this one. I think this is a DeLorean Alpha. Peg warmer as well. Not a very fan of that car either. I think it just looks very, very odd. The color looks nice, I'll admit. But other than that, ugh. Very, very much of a peg warmer everywhere I go. Whoops. Next we have this HKS Raptor. Or I think it's a Raptor. Yeah, Ford Raptor. Oh, Ranger Raptor. Really, really cool. Let's put this other one here. This Jaguar I-Pace trophy. Got a cool off-road rally vibe to it. Speaking of rally, got a Ford Escort. That beautiful minty green. There's also a treasure hunt version of that. The green looks a little bit better on the treasure hunt, I will admit. Next we have a Maserati. I do collect these sealed, but there's a black variant. We have this Mazda Miata from the winner of the Legends Tour. That Miata was so badass, I'll admit. I do collect that Miata as well. I have every single recolor of that one as well. He did a great job. I may actually keep that for the flares. So let's do that. Let's take that for a donation pile. Or the donor pile. And then I have these Fantasy Cloak and Dagger. That one from the Maisto. And then, of course, the Merc. But still cool. Still very, very cool. Let's put this with the pile over here. Digging way deeper with my hand. I'm just trying to get a whole bunch so we can get over with the video. So I don't have you guys holding hostage here and boring you to death. Hey, speaking of Jaguar F-Type, I don't have that one. I don't think I do. Hey, but at least I have a clean, loose one now. That's really, really cool. Definitely be keeping that one. Next in line we have, an RX-7. I do own this already. It's in my emergency vehicles. Let's put some more European cars up there with it. Because of Honda. Do I have any other European-esque cars here? I guess I got a Beamer. I think this is a Honda, and it's like a Honda S. Yeah, Honda S800 Racing. I do own that one too, a carded. I do own that for sure. I know that for a fact. But these. Got a Porsche Rally car. I do own that. It's from the Matchbox set. I thought I saw another Porsche here, but I may be tripping. I'm on that K-Kit maybe. Yeah, I swear to God I saw a Porsche. Oh yeah, speaking of, here it is. I guess we can put the Miata with it since it is kind of a European-esque brand. But it's still cool regardless. I prefer that black and I think it's a 911, that black and bronze one. Let's put this aside to see if my buddy wants it. I'll hit him up later. We got a Camaro wide body. Another Camaro wide body. I love these. I do own these cars as well. I love that wide body look on that Camaro. I will admit, I think they look freaking awesome. Here's another Mopar. Let's put the Mustang in the middle. I think that just came from the Mike Burners 5-pack that I opened earlier in the video. For sure it came from that set. Guarantee it was in that 5-pack. I'll need to make sure I don't have these for my Mr. Freeze collection, so let me put these down here. We have I don't know what the heck this is. Hooligan. It's got some kind of clover on it. I may actually keep that. It's kind of cool, I will admit. Let's put another Mopar style Mach 1. I do own Mach 1s loose, and I do have that one, I do believe. If not, I'll have to make sure. I don't know if you'd consider this a Mopar, but no, I think it is. I think a Viper is considered a Mopar. It is American. But I've got the 3 beautiful Mopars. Let's put these 2 aside, because I do need to make sure and see if I don't have that, which I think I do. Well, I think I do, actually. But for sure, I'm keeping this sucker. I really like Irish stuff, too. And the way it says Hooligan on there, I think it's pretty cool and funny. I will be keeping that, that's for sure. Oh, we have Switchback. An iconic Highway 35 car. I think it was in the Wave Rippers. Hey, speaking of accelerators in Highway 35, we got a Teca Diora. I do have that one loose already, but that's definitely be going with my donor pile of accelerators. Let's put this down over here next to that pile. The clean accelerator lock. This is Bouncing Base, a really popular fantasy casting as of right now. Let's put the Suburban next to it. These 2 iconic late 90s to 2000s lowrider era midnight club style vibes. really funny. Funny enough, I think I may actually keep that for my emergency vehicles. This is Pony Up. Not a fan of these 2 fancy caskets, to be honest. I may actually destroy this one for the wheels though. It's got the cool purple or the pinky wheels. I do like to collect pink ones. I may actually destroy this Pony Up, especially the pink window canopy. I will make sure and keep that one. Let's get more in here, further into my hand. Oh man, there's still quite a bit to go. Holy hell. I'm over here digging and digging. The video's about to be 2 hours just me digging into cars. This is Studebaker. I do collect those. Let's see if we can find another truck in here. Studa, Fast Fish, Mustang. I'll tell you what, let's just put some more American style. There's a Mustang there. There's a Corvette. If I remember, that's the newer one that just came out from the set. Yeah, that might be the only go. Hey, if I remember, that's also a Porsche. That's the second car in the mystery bag. We also have... Hey, if I remember, this Quattro was also the winner of that mystery bag. I may actually keep that Quattro. Speaking of Audi, I don't have the treasure hunt version of that, but that's the mainline version. There's another mainline green minty. I may actually put these aside because I think these are the mystery model winners of those packs. This is a beautiful Beamer. I do own that one. The E30. I think it's like E30 vibes. Another beautiful Beamer. The Roadster. The clown shoe is what I call those. I think we can put a Porsche Rally next to it. That's the one I was talking about. That was an exclusive 8-pack. It's black and red. Sadly, the 8-pack that I got didn't have it, but I do need that one for sure. Oh, the Knight Rider. The modernization of that one is really, really cool. I do own that one as well. Well, speaking of, there's both of them here. With the flames. I prefer it without the flames, though. Let's put a Buick in there, too. A Grand National. The black icons. The 3 black kings. Got a Mopar. Mustang. Any other Mopars in here? Well, we got a 69. Nice. Chevelle. And we have... Is there anything other Mopar in here? No, there's a... Oh, almost fell. There's a Cadillac. Very, very popular caddy out of Hot Wheels. I love those. It's like a Ute version of the caddy. What's it called? The custom... Oh, it just says custom 50 to Cadillac. But I do consider these a Ute. I do collect those as well. Some fantasy. Twin mill. Drift and brake. Love that casting. If you like Fast Fish, that's literally what it's based off. That's just a wagon variant. And we have... This is track. Yeah, track manga. I prefer the hard tops, but it's still, you know, an interesting casting. Nevertheless, I just prefer the hard top track mangas. Or the color, depending on the color. I will appreciate that. We got a Lotus. Beautiful. Speaking of clown shoe, someone customized that Mustang into a clown shoe. And then we have a... I think this Cupra E-Racer. Yeah, I love this casting. It's a really, really cool hatchback. I love the EV hatchback. See, that's one EV I would like to own. Especially that vibe. But let's show you that. That kit on that EV Cupra, or Cupra, whatever it's called, is so, so cool. I do own these sealed. Especially that color. I think these hatchbacks are really, really sweet. I do have these carded. I think they're really, really cool. And then I did already showed you that Civic, I think. Yeah, I think I have. And then we have a Austin Mini. It's an orange one. Those are peg warmers around me too, I will admit. Trying to get more into my hand here. Maybe I can put all of them into my hand here. Man, these may be good for 50 cents a piece when I donate these, or when I sell them out of my little booth. 50 cents a piece for all these loose cars. Man, there's so many loose cars. We already saw that one. It's just a gasser. Ooh, the Nissan hardbody truck. I do collect those. I have most of those carded. Is there another truck in here maybe? Let's see if we can find another truck. No, maybe that may be the only one. Wow, I guess that might be the only truck in here. Yeah, no, only truck I have left of this tub. Long block. Let's put some more fantasy next to it. Track tuned. Another iconic Hot Wheels. And we have another donut drifter. The peg warmer, I would say. That one I already showed you guys that one before. Ooh, overheated my desk. Got a Corvette. Probably my favorite Corvette. This old, it's like the 70s. Oh, 62. 62 Corvette is one of my favorite Corvettes as well. I will admit that. You need more Corvettes? Yeah, I have another Corvette here. Like a roadster style. Is there another Corvette maybe? Are we going to get lucky and find another Corvette? Yeah, speaking of, here's another Corvette. It's got the blades on it. Really, really cool wheels. I love those wheels. I wish Mattel would bring back some of those wheels. I will admit. I really, really love those old school blade wheels. Funny enough, I think I will take that. That will be a donor for sure. That Corvette, I'm going to do a custom. Ooh, beautiful Cosworth there. Let's see if we can find another rally car. Is there another? Well, this one's got a rally vibe. I don't think it is a rally car, but it's got a rally-esque vibe. And we do have... no, that may be it for the rally stuff. Well, let's just put this. I think this is a Adventure Force or the Maisto. It's a Bronco. A Ford Bronco. Pretty cool. Not too bad. I do like these first-gen Broncos. I think they were my... Well, I think I like any Bronco. Except the newer ones, I'll admit. I'm more of a fan of the older ones. Ooh, I think this is a Fast and Furious Honda Civic. Let's put some hatchbacks up here. I think that's also the third mystery car winner, the Mini. Do we have another hatchback here, maybe? I don't think we have any more hatchbacks. Maybe this Hot Wheels concept. It's got a hatchback vibe. Pretty cool. I can't wait till they do like a military star color on that one. That's premium. I actually keep aside. That's a Silver Series for sure. That's a Chevelle Mopar. The Firebird drag car. I guess we got a Viper here. That's Mopar. I would consider it a Mopar. I mean, I would. I don't know if you guys would. I would consider those Mopar cars. Speaking of more Mopar. Viper. Viper. Any more Mopars, maybe? Well, we got this. I do consider this a Mopar. It's a Ford GT. These are also pretty popular too. People always buy the main lines. That is a main line as well, so there you go. Wanting to drive off, I guess. Speaking of Mopar, I think this is actually the third winner of the mystery model set. Speaking of third, this is the third from that mystery model set, the Ford. Another Mopar. This is a color shifter. Really look cool. I make sure and put these aside though, because these are, I think, well, that one's got a scratch. This may actually just be a custom I may do. Who knows? For now, let's put it in the tub. This for sure I may actually keep. This kind of black and white-esque. Mopar. I think that's also the third. No, this might be the second from that mystery model set from those two. Mopar and El Camino. I have the treasure hunt video of that. I think I showed you guys on my video prior to this one. I think I did have it in that video. I showed you guys it. I traded if you guys go to I guess my previous video, I traded a lot of chases for treasure hunts and mainlines. Funny enough, this also got a wheel swap. These are peg warmers. This is an Aston Martin Speedster. I will be taking it apart for the wheels, that's for sure. Oh, short block. Love that casting. I may actually keep that to do another custom, because I usually change the white roofs to black to do a yellow, black and white, or yellow and black scheme on these. Ooh, El Segundo. I have this loose and seal already, so I don't need another. I may actually just take it apart for donors to keep the gold trim for other El Segundo custom. So that'll be a donor, actually. This is one of my least favorite, Mad Splash, but I do take these apart for the clear wheels and the gold motors for custom, so that's another donor. We gotta put on these under. Love this casting. I have all the recolors of this so far. I'll have to make sure and see if that's not exclusive to an APAC. So I will put that one aside. Got the blue cherry blossom. Love the cherry blossom. I do own that one already carded and loose. And then we have a Nissan, like the new Z. I think is like the 350Zs, like the new ones. Very, very unlucky how those came out, and they didn't do. They needed more time. I will admit. They could have done it better. I will admit. They could have gone it a better way. I will say. So how you would say it. I'll put this aside to see if it's not exclusive or not. And of course we have Crescendo. I don't remember this one, but it is a creature car. If I remember, this came from a 5-pack. And then we have another West Coast Flyers, just black and red. I will probably be taking that one apart as well for the wheels. So let's take this for the wheels for sure. And this will be a donor for 50 cents or something. And then last but not least, I saved the best for last in my opinion. I actually fixed this spine buster from McDonald's set, so this will be going with my loose acceleracers. I will just need a sealed one for my baggy ones. But I did it the best I could. I took them off other spine buster donors and put the stickers on the best I could you know. That's the only thing I could do. And last but not least, I made a custom out of this Alfa Romeo. I think it's like, there you go, Guia TI Super. I did the wide body on this, and I took off the spoiler. If you wonder where I got the wide body and the spoiler, I took it off a tuned RX-7, RX, Mazda RX-3, the Mad Mics. And this is just a render for that. I am currently doing another custom for this, and you will see it. And I figured out a way where you can dechrome chrome castings and make them black. So then my next one like this is going to be a white one with everything black trim. I just need to get a new window to make it blacked out completely, or just clear it out, who knows. But this is my render of that custom. Obviously you can see it still needs a better flush. That's what I'll be working on. Like I said, this is just a render. And I do already have the next spoiler already cut out and the flares ready to go. I painted the fog lights there, but yeah, guys, so I didn't really have anything special. It's just kind of a lot that I bought because I was trying to help out an old friend and get rid of his personal collection. But hopefully you guys enjoyed my little boring, maybe 2 hours segment video. So I'll have some more accelerators coming in the next video, so hopefully you guys will enjoy that. And I'll catch you guys later. See ya.